Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Saturday night. Yes, I was not here last night. I was out for the evening, so wasn't able to be live, but I still had my chart going, so you can always check my channel and you can see the live 24/7 crypto chart that's going on with nice music playing, and you can always leave comments in the chat there. But also for those that are here, you can always leave comments here too in this live stream. As I go over the charts and the news, be covering some Doge, Bitcoin, and the question is, should you be buying dips right now, dollar cost averaging, or waiting for some bigger dip? There's a lot of money sitting on the sidelines. I'll show you a chart on that in stocks and in crypto. Some still think there's a big crash ahead that's going to come. And so we'll talk about that too. So glad you can make it. Let me drop down here in the corner and we see Bitcoin right at 27.5. You know, since Friday's dip and recovery, Bitcoin has been level, pretty much level for 2 days. Sideways trading, some call it crab movement. It is just kind of boring trading, but that's okay. That's all right. I'd rather see stability in the crypto market than just a constant downward movement, which we did see in some alts though. And like Ben Cowan into the cryptoverse, he's really been talking about Bitcoin dominance, and he's looking at the percentages in Bitcoin versus other altcoins, and that holding on to Bitcoin as opposed to altcoins right now will give you a better short-term gain, I think. But we know what can happen when there's altcoin season and altcoins take off. But the problem is, if Bitcoin drops now, the altcoins will probably drop even more. And then it'll take that much more work for the altcoins to get up to be back level with Bitcoin in that sort of trading pair. So that's what Ben's been talking about. Me, I have been buying altcoins because I just want to get in the game in some of these altcoins, especially some of these newer ones, because you don't know what's going to happen. The whole market could just take off. And if you're sitting on the sidelines with a lot of cash, in my opinion, you might miss out on those gains. Yes, if there is a bigger dip and even a crash in the market, and everything goes down lower and Bitcoin drops to 15K or 12K, well, then you're sitting on some bags at this level. But this level is a lot lower than where we were in 2021. So looking at that in terms of percentages and looking ahead to 2024 and 2025 and a possible huge bull market, the next bull market for cryptocurrency, that's that many more gains percentage-wise than you can get. So that's the way I'm looking at it. So I'm buying on the dips, but there are some sitting on the sidelines. So like Ron here, right? Gonna be another bloodbath. Opportunities to buy at lower prices. I'm in the position of waiting it out. There's a point where a guy can get greedy. And that seems to be, Ron, that seems to be a lot of the sentiment. There's a lot of cash sitting on the sidelines, a lot of people thinking that this impending United States recession and all these fear about the banks, and that there's going to be another shoe that's going to drop, and you're going to have the stock market going down, and you could also see a crypto crash as well. A lot of cash on the sidelines. But me, I'm keeping some on the sidelines, but it's a small percentage, maybe 10%, and the rest is all deployed into crypto, mostly crypto. I've got some Tesla stock and I've got some other stock, but most of it is in crypto, just accumulating now for the impending bull run. And like I said, if there's a bigger dip that's going to come, then I'm waiting for the bull, like CDM too. Can we fast forward to 2024 already? That's all right. Yeah. Can we fast forward? Hey, Miyu, how are you? Eric, how are you? Will the Doge One rocket? The Doge One rocket is not next Saturday. I don't know what SpaceX project that is, but I haven't heard anything about Doge One. The last I heard, it might be in August sometime. So when the Doge One project actually happens, then that is big news for Doge. There's supposed to be another SpaceX rocket that's supposed to like have a Dogecoin on it or something like that. I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe that's what this is next Saturday. I don't know. I haven't heard that though. But thanks. I will check that out and let you know. CDM also pausing crypto. You're going to invest in stocks. Diversification is always good. Thinking about buying silver, but I feel I'm too late in the game. Yeah, I don't know about silver. I don't invest in silver. I check the gold prices, but not silver. So I don't know what those prices are. Hey, Joshua, once Twitter Doge integration is fully in effect, what is your price prediction? Well, here's what I think, Joshua. I think there will be an initial excitement when Doge is accepted on Twitter, but I don't think Elon is going to just accept Doge. I think it's going to be a broad range of cryptocurrencies that is going to be available for on-ramp and off-ramp, but I don't think it's going to be fully integrated into Twitter like we would have hoped it would be. So I don't think that's going to be as big of a deal as we thought it was going to be. On the Twitter platform, it looks like there's going to be some kind of Twitter coin that is used in order to trade on the platform, but then you cash them in and you could cash them back into crypto or fiat money. I think that's how Elon is probably going to play it. So, like I said, I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as we thought last fall. So here's Dogecoin. It's been around 7.4. We did see a little dip down to 725. So is 725 the low we're going to see now? And from here, Doge is going to come back up and retest 7.6. Maybe that might be. Or we could see a further dip of Doge and maybe Doge comes down and retests 710 and maybe 7 cents again. We don't know. But that didn't stop Jason from spending $100 on Doge. That is the way. Yes, Jason. To the moon now, right? With your $100 of Dogecoin. To the moon. Yeah, so let's see what's going on. Here's Dogecoin. Ascent slows, but why are analysts still bullish about Doge? Well, of course, analysts are bullish. Some are. Many, especially when it comes to these news articles, they like to be bullish about Doge because it gets clicks and gets people going to their website, reading their articles, so they get all that ad revenue. So there's a lot of that. But at the same time, there's a lot of people like me and others on YouTube that believe in Dogecoin long-term, and that the price we see now at 7.5 cents is going to easily double to 15 cents with the next big catalyst, and doubling your money. That's pretty good for the value of Dogecoin, but we're not in it for the money, right? We're in it for Doge to be used as a currency. That's what we want Doge for. And not like this, my little Dogecoin here, not like that, but the digital version, to be able to use it, spend it, buy things with it. That's the power of Doge. That's what we want Doge to do. So, is Dogecoin trending lower or higher on this Saturday? What do you guys think? Are we trending yet? Not a lot has been going on. There's this little FUD here about this vulnerability of putting billions of dollars at risk. I talked about this on Thursday night, and there's been more chatter about this, particularly on Twitter. And Misha Bar on Twitter says, look, these article writers today pushing the notion that billions are at risk because of security flaw in Dogecoin and other crypto, that the flaw, that whatever that they were pointing to for Dogecoin, that was already fixed. That was fixed last year, whatever that was. And we just have to have everyone that's running Dogecoin nodes be sure to upgrade to the latest. And there's no security flaw anymore. So it's just somebody just picking up on something old in order to try and generate clicks on their news articles is all it is. So we get a little FUD like that. But then for Doge, right now, Doge is like on Investors Observer, it's right in the middle here. It's a medium risk rank, which is good for a meme coin like Doge. Medium risk. Price of cryptocurrency can still move pretty quickly, but it's relatively in proportion to the value of the Doge being traded. Medium rank means the price can still move around a lot. The price is less likely to be manipulated. Big moves will likely mean increased interest in trading. So while we have a lot of low volume happening, because there's been a lot of low volume of trading of Doge, we know that there's going to come a point where there's going to be some big catalyst. We're going to have a big spike in volume, a little bit like we had here on Friday. On Friday morning, we had this little run in Doge, which took it from all the way from 7.3 up to 7.6. So we're going to see something like that again pretty soon, I think. It just has that setup that feels that way to me. But what else is going on besides Doge? We've got Bitcoin. And what is going on with this global banking crisis? Well, funny you should ask. The financial chaos leads to the Fed pumping liquidity, which causes uncertainty in the markets. Banks worldwide are struggling. So what are our investors doing? They're turning to Bitcoin, gold, and real estate. And as Bitcoin goes, so do most other cryptocurrencies as well. Some have outperformed Bitcoin over the past few days. Some have lagged a bit. But overall, when it's compared to the price of bank stocks have been falling. All the bank stocks are falling. And what is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is going up at that same time. So that shows you the power of Bitcoin. Bitcoin hasn't collapsed like the bank stocks have. Bitcoin goes the other way because a lot of people pulling their money out of the banks, they're putting it into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well. And we see that because it's not just Bitcoin that's been going up, it's all cryptocurrencies. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the stock market when the stock market goes down, because we've got Bitcoin bears eye possible pullback to this key support area, because there are bears who do think Bitcoin's going to drop down. Is this the, let me get to that in a minute. I wanted to get back to this article. This is the assets of the Federal Reserve and how that's been pumping up. That's causing uncertainty in the stocks. This is the chart showing the raise of interest rates the Fed has been doing, just this real sharp hiking over the past 12 months of the interest rate, now up to 4.75, which is what's causing banks to crash. And with that, what's happening with the market sentiment? So on Twitter, saw this chart by Mark Newton. This is retail investors sitting on more cash than there was during the high of the pandemic. $5.1 trillion in money market assets. This is cash sitting on the sidelines. And most of this is our stock traders. But we know there's a lot of crypto traders too that have a lot of cash sitting on the sidelines as well. They're looking at this impending stock market crash. And I don't know if that's really going to happen. I don't see this big event that's coming to crash the stock market. You don't know, though, and certainly there's a lot of people with a lot of money sitting on the sidelines here. Also, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I'm Kriss Pax on Twitter, @KrissPax, so give me a follow. Having fun posting some fun little videos and talking about crypto. Having some fun on Twitter, so do follow me on Twitter. Appreciate that. And then Ethereum was the other I wanted to cover here. Ethereum holders might be elated to know this about the exchange balance. That's right. What is happening with Ethereum now? Well, Ethereum has the balance of the number of Ethereum, of ETH tokens that are on exchanges has hit a 5-year low as more and more holders have moved their assets off the exchanges, either into self-custody options or onto DeFi platforms. The decline in exchange balance attributed to factors such as the rise of DeFi, also the switch to proof of stake so that you can do staking. You don't have to do staking right on exchanges. I know on Coinbase, that's where I have my ETH. My ETH is on Coinbase. That's where I did staking. But there's a lot of people who have taken ETH and taken them off into self-custody and stake that way. And then we also have just the downturn of the crypto market. The beginning of the year ushered in a whirlwind of events that significantly influenced the crypto industry. ETH, no exception. Current state of affairs, including the SEC's regulatory crackdown, potential bank runs, have left ETH holders feeling disillusioned. Just like a lot of crypto holders were just wondering what's going to happen. However, in 2022, the FTX crash sent shockwaves to the crypto world. A little hyperbole there, causing many holders to question the safety of keeping their assets on exchanges. This incident sparked a renewed interest in self-custody. And again, I'm going to tout the Ledger. This is my Nano S Plus that I have on Ledger. You can check the link in the description below to check out the Ledger website there. And I highly recommend using a hardware wallet. Get your coins off exchanges. Again, so that is part of the decrease in balances. Also, and here's the chart showing this 5-year low. This blue line here is how much ETH there is on exchanges, and the price is up here. So that's what's going on with ETH. Just thought I would mention that because a lot of cryptocurrencies too are seeing the same thing as more and more people are moving their coins off exchanges. We don't know what's going to happen with these exchanges. There have been so many that have been shut down. There are others that have been fined, and we don't know what the next is going to happen. So be careful with your crypto, guys. Be careful. So, CDM, Elon likes to add suspense. It'd be funny if he added a few crypto at a time. At the very end, add Dogecoin. I think if he added some first without Doge, I think a lot in the Doge family would be very upset with Elon. I think it would be better if Elon started with Doge, right? And then quietly added others. That would have a much more of effect, I would think. Hey, Ryan, the Solana last 3 months have been strong. Solana has. I mean, if you bought Solana back in December, of course, a lot of coins have really moved up in that time. But yes, Solana from December, $9.80 up to $20. So it's more than doubled here. Since it hit its high though here in 20th of February, it's kind of traded down a bit. I think a lot of that excitement of Solana getting out of that FTX mess. I think people started to realize that maybe Solana isn't as good as of a project as people thought. We saw this trading down here. So, but it came down to $17 and traded back up to $20. So we'll see. we'll see how Solana goes forward. Right now, all eyes are on XRP because XRP is seeing this big run here with the thoughts of winning their case against the SEC, which would deem XRP to not be a security, which would be huge for not only XRP, but for all of crypto. We don't know when the judge is finally going to rule on this case. Brad Garlinghouse, the head of Ripple, which has the XRP token, he says that it's probably in the next couple of months that this is going to be decided. And so we got a lot of buying of XRP. So XRP has been performing, one of them that's been performing better than Bitcoin. And then today, we had Luna Classic going up. Let me get back to that chart here. Here we had a little run on Luna Classic, and also Luna 2, little run, but Luna Classic was showing some big run up today. Don't know what that's about, but those are two that look like they're doing little runs. But then we have some others that are seeing some dips. One of them is Stacks. So Stacks is this is a layer over Bitcoin, a lot to do with ordinals. And what you see here is this little green circle here. That means I bought some. Yes, I bought some Stacks this afternoon. I got out of Ribbon Finance. I was just really disheartened because Ribbon Finance was like worse, just awful trading, just going down. So there's my red circle. There was a little pump here, and then I was like, okay, I'm out, and I sold all my Ribbon Finance here. And in its place, I bought some Stacks, and I caught that Stacks right at the bottom here, right at this dip at about 1860. I'm sorry, that's it. What was that? It was 80. What was that? Oh, that was the other. So this was 1950 or 9055, right? Let me see what I got at that at. Stacks. Oh, 9073 was my price. I'm looking at my spreadsheet. 9073 was my price on Stacks that I picked up. It would have been trading up over here over $1, $1.12, and I was being patient, and it traded down. Is Stacks going to go lower? It could. It could even go lower, but I just thought that's a good time. I wanted to get into Stacks. So I bought some of that, and then I got into Arbitrum. We don't know what's going to happen with Arbitrum. It's new. It could go crashing down with all of these airdrop tokens. But there was this article about the billion Arbitrum tokens that have been claimed, and there's a scammer trying to basically steal your tokens. Another fake token generated $24,000 on Uniswap. So you got to be careful out there with this. I did not do any of the airdrops because all the things you had to do in order to get airdrop tokens, I just thought, I'll just wait for a dip and I'll just buy in. So that's what I did. So I bought in, and here's the chart that really made me think about buying in, is because this is the chart showing all of the ARB tokens that have been claimed. So it is now, I don't know what this percentage is, but it is like 95% have been claimed. And, or this is the total claimed, this is percentage. That's right. So almost a billion number of tokens, and the percentage, it's like 85%, something like that. So I think there's less chance of a dumping of Arbitrum tokens on the market. I think there was this huge dump at the beginning, as not only were they being airdropped, but a lot of people were buying in on that day one on that ICO, and the price went way up to like $11, and then came crashing down, and now at $1.22. So this might be where it trades. I don't know, but I wanted to be in the game, so I bought some. So I bought some Arbitrum. I bought some stacks. Now the stacks, unfortunately, it didn't fill all of my. I had my order right down here, my limit order, and only filled about a third of it at this 90.73 price, and then it started going back up. So I didn't get all the stacks that I wanted, but I'll just keep that there and see if there's another dip and pick that up. But so I'm still buying on dips. That's what I'm doing. And the other one today was a Harmony One. I had a limit order that had been set, and then it finally came down and hit it. I'm lowering my what used to be a real high average on Harmony One, because I was buying some at like 24, 22 cents a couple of years ago. And I think Harmony One is going to get back there someday. But, you know, here's where I bought. It was way up here. This is in 2021. I bought at the bottom of that big dip, thinking that, yeah, 23 cents. That's a pretty good buy right there. And then we just had this huge bear market, and Harmony tanked, and there was the bridge that got hacked. The Ronin bridge got hacked, and people just lost faith in this project. It's still a really good blockchain, though, with sharding and everything, and then the price is going to come up, I think. So I bought some at right down here at 16.50, and then I bought more here at 1980. So that helps bring down my average from all this that I bought back here at 23. Dollar cost averaging, bringing your average down. So that's what I did. So that's where I am in terms of my crypto trading. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more swing trading right now, unless there's some other setup that's going to appear, something that might look like worth pursuing. But right now, I'm not looking at another swing trade. But I do have some, about 10% is still buying power on the side. Some in Coinbase, some in Coinbase, some in Robinhood, and some in my Binance.us as well. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if we're going to have more dips. But it's going to be a crash? I don't think so. Bitcoin has been trading very strong. If we look at the Bitcoin chart here, go out to the 4-hour, I think Bitcoin may, come and retest 26.2. We were talking about this last week as probably a support line, and then the next support line would be 25.2, which goes back to February. Or February, that was the resistance. Bitcoin came up briefly above it, back down, retested, and then finally traded above. So 25.2 would be if Bitcoin support didn't hold at 26.2, then 25.2 is a strong support line. I don't see Bitcoin going back down there, though, with so much interest in Bitcoin because of the bank situation. That's just what I see. So there we have it, guys. Hope you're all doing well. I'm going to put on the Bitcoin chart live stream as soon as this stream is done. Please be sure to give a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I certainly appreciate the support. We'll be on again tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. That's Boston time. where I am. So hope to see you then. See you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.